Yay Media Group.
Hello and welcome to There I Said It. I'm Georgia Alfredas. He is Gary with a T. We usually post new episodes every single Wednesday, but we've kind of been lazy, kind of been busy. We've kind of just got stuff. As you can see, Tamara Cherie is not here today. We just kind of been doing all the things, so we miss y'all. Hi, darlings, here with the T.
Hi, how are you? You like my shirt that I'm wearing today?
Let me see. Stop being. I can only see stop being racist. Let them know. Where'd you get that?
That place. One of my special.
I love that. That is so
Yeah.
cute. Do you like mine? Mine is Isabel Marant. No, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's old and tattered, and that's why I like it.
It looks.
But hello, you guys. We want you to comment about the stuff we talk about. This is kind of where we just kind of talk about the trending stuff of the day or the week, and we give our opinions because it's really hard for us to do that on the radio, even though we do it.
Yeah.
And we probably shouldn't do it as well. Gary does. I kind of don't, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give the people what they want.
Gotta give them what they want, baby. You gotta give them what they want, Gary, with the T.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about. You were saying something about Snoop. I don't know that whole story. Explain that to me.
Well, I mean, Snoop took his Let me see. I have to pull. He took his grandchild, which I didn't know he was a grandpapa, to the movie to see. I think the movie was Lighten or something like that. He took it to the movie to see that movie Lighten. Well, evidently in the movie there's a lesbian scene.
Oh,
And
wait, was it an animated film or?
I think so, honey. Yeah, I think it was, honey. I
Okay,
think it was an animated film, and he took
let me look this up. Light.
yeah, I'm trying to find it too, honey, because we would definitely want
Light.
people to know. Hit
Oh, Lightning McQueen.
yeah.
But it's a new one. There's a new Lightning McQueen.
Is that
It's a cartoon, but no, that's
yeah,
not.
that's it. That's it. I think that's it.
Oh, are you sure? No, there's not a new Lightning McQueen. Let me see. Lightning, like y'all, this is what we do. This is how you know that we don't prepare for our show, which is good. I don't know if that's good or bad, but this is how you know this is live. This is us talking Lightning movie. I'm just gonna look.
No.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what the movie is. Oh, racing. No, I don't know what movie you're talking about.
I'm
Lightning.
in a minute.
I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
But I think it has something to do with light. But anyway, he
Oh, Lightyear. You're talking about Lightyear.
yeah.
That was out in 2022, so they must have just seen it. Because that was out. I was like, what movie's new? It was Lightyear in 2022, and I actually didn't go see that one. But apparently he said, his grandson said, what you see is what you see, and they're putting it everywhere. They're like, on a podcast, he referred to the same-sex couple in the film.
Yes.
And he was unsure of what to say to his grandchildren about this scene. He said, what you see is what you see, and they're putting it everywhere. They're like, she had a baby with another woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie is like, Papa Snoop, how could she have a baby with a woman? She's a woman.
Yes.
Yes.
And that stirred up a commotion, honey, because people, were like, first of all, he's homophobic. And, at least T.S. Madison, said that, it was a debate between T.S. Madison was going back and forth with Harvey Levin from TMZ, because Harvey Levin said he's gay. He said, but he didn't feel that Snoop was homophobic, for saying that or what have you. So it went on and on. We probably could get the audio. And
So was there may have been a same-sex kiss in the film or something? Yeah. So
it was something, but people, like I said, honey, what a name, okay, it was called Lightyear, yes, and I said, and T.S. Madison, called out Snoop after the rapper claimed that he's afraid to take his grandchildren, y'all, to the movies after he was asked to weigh in on a lesbian couple featured in Disney's new album, Lightyear. So they said Snoop explained his reaction to being asked the question, and he said, I don't come in for this shit, honey. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Oh, well, Alfred, are you there? And it just went on and on. But nevertheless, less. My thing is, people, make the assumption, honey. His remarks being seen as being homophobic, although many y'all assume that the rapper was simply just referring to being bombarded, honey, with serious questions while out trying to enjoy a peaceful movie with the grandkids, y'all. But T.S. Madison, she made the remark. She was on TMZ Live, honey, and she shared that she believed that Snoop's recent his remarks come from a place of homophobia, and she feels that it's up to the parents and the grandparents and to raise kids with an understanding that not everyone live the same kind of life as what they see, honey, at home, and that is true though because my lifestyle from the way I live at home right now is different from other people because honey, I live a very simple life. A lot of people live extravagant lives, honey. Lives that's just, honey, the fabulous life and the grand life and stuff. But I don't live that kind of life, honey. I just live a regular, simple life. But our friends that I was telling them, that how T.S. Master was feeling that Snoop's remarks was homophobic and said that parents should teach their kids and and grandkids that everybody does not live the same kind of life like they live at home.
And what do you think about that?
I mean, everybody knows. I mean, because honey, my life right now by myself, honey, I don't live the same kind of life that I lived growing up because I lived with my parents and my siblings. But yes. Now as for the lifestyles, that's a different thing. Yeah, everybody, because they do have boy, boy, girl, girl, boy, boy, and all that other stuff. 'Cause I mean, look at Diddy allegedly. His lifestyle wasn't the same kind of lifestyle with some folks like 'cause he had a harem of women and men, in and out of his house having.
So you're not teaching kids about that. Like I'm not talking to my 11-year-old about Diddy, but
Yeah.
I think kids do have questions, and how do you answer those? I'm always like when my kids have questions, I'm like, oh, don't ask, don't ask, don't ask. Like my little was like, Mom, how did you have a baby? How did TJ get to be my brother, but he has a different dad? I was like, oh. It's just those questions that they ask. And to me, that's kind of along the same lines. It's not easy to answer those questions, but they're going to see it. So
Is there a manual about it? That is
I wish.
think about because, honey, yes, how he's my brother and we have different daddies. Well, I'm your mother, but you came from me.
Yeah, it's it's one of those questions where you're like, oh, it's coming, and you just have to.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you just have to be ready to answer it. I'm never ready.
It's almost like, how did you get to be gay and your brothers are straight and y'all came from the same house? Oh,
Right.
how did you get to be a crackhead and all your other siblings on there are just walking around?
Okay, now
So you see, so it's yes,
people are different.
people are different.
People are. That's why I tell Mike, I'm like, you know what? People are different, and we are not to judge anybody. That's not our place, and it is what we love everybody. We are to treat people like Jesus said, we love everybody. We don't get to judge people for who they love and how they love. And, I always bring it back to Jesus, and then that somehow takes it off me.
Yeah, exactly. Honey. Just throw that, honey. Well, Jesus said this.
And
But
speaking of Lil Nas X, now, Lil Nas X, of course, he had that major arrest where he was out in the streets of LA doing the damn thing in underwear, some tighty whities, and he was, Gary, when I saw it,
he had some cute go-go.
he had some cute boots, and so he was just belligerent, but I said he's belligerent. He wasn't belligerent. He seemed very coherent. He was hitting those dance steps, and I thought it
And
was
asking all the wonderful questions. Are you coming to the party and all that other
Gary, I thought it was a stunt because to me, when I think of somebody high or drunk, at my house, I think of them like, yeah, hey, what are we doing? He was none of those things.
Yeah, he was none of those things, but and right now I hate it because we just said we're not going to judge, so I'm not judging, but the jury is still out until they say, okay, this is the deal. Now, so it's alleged he was having a breakdown or whatever. Well, I've had breakdowns, honey, and I've been in situations like that. Now, I don't know.
Are
Everybody,
you coherent? Because
I'm,
he was speaking perfectly,
I'm
you know.
coherent, but I still didn't know what I was saying.
Oh,
That
okay,
makes
well,
sense. You
yeah.
just coherent, but you still know what you're saying. Like, but cause I never get my last breakdown. I remember I said I was going to the inauguration, honey. and and I was trying to jump out my friend's window at her house.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's interesting. It's just interesting with him, because
First off, Gary, do you think it was a stunt? Honest opinion.
a part of me sometimes does, because sometimes celebrities do things and they have something new coming out. If you got new,
Especially Lil Nas. We got to think about who this is.
and Lil Nas have pulled stunts before, so it's kind of hard for us to believe it, but we're not judging.
Not
But
just
but the thing is, he I mean, what time? 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, that freezes.
I mean, everybody don't live like us, Gary. We have to go to bed so we can get up in the morning.
We finna get up at that time. Did not have only that though too, girl. I'm just saying.
What?
Nobody videoed me.
That's
Girl,
what
so
I'm
you
like.
gotta-
Was it a stunt? I
Yes.
don't want, I'm not, people don't get mad, but I'm just saying my immediate first response was, oh, this is $75,000 stunt, because I knew it cost him $75,000. He had to go to jail, but guess how much it would cost for that much publicity? More than $75,000.
Yes. Yes.
That's my point. I don't know.
You got and I think they try. Or you could be convicted of 3 felonies. I know he's a celebrity, so he don't need to work a job because he's a celebrity. Because with a job, with a regular job, bitch, you got 3 felonies and you can't work.
Yeah, but so okay, you're giving me more of the story than I knew. So if he got felonies, he could actually go to jail. I'm so sorry if y'all can.
Oh, that's what they said. Now they said he was in jail for a day, but I guess he could still go through this. So if you going through this, honey, they gonna throw you in jail. To me, damn it, like they just run your ass to the psych ward.
I would think so
That's
too.
what they did me. They took me.
But his may have been drug. I think I heard his was drug related.
Now some people said some powerful weed. They say it's a new powerful weed in LA. I don't know.
Oh, I don't want none of that.
No, honey. So
I don't want none powerful weed.
and at first, what I heard, which I didn't know, they say he pulled his drawers down.
Yeah.
Really? Well, anybody got
Because yeah,
pictures of that?
all I saw was the underwear. A lot.
That's all I saw. So, but but people can experience mental breakdowns and go through certain things like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, but that's a little bit it seemed a little bit more extravagant to me.
I thought so too. And speaking of mental breakdowns, off that subject, I don't know. I don't know. What about a Kanye West off his meds, and now there's video coming out, and I used to think Kim Kardashian, whatever. Now I kind of feel sorry for her. She was going through it with that man.
Well,
because by the way, just so you know, there's video. I think somebody he was paying to follow him with an iPhone, kind of tell his story, film him, and some of that video is out. And Kanye is like, I'm never gonna take my drugs. It makes me a different person. And Kim's like, you're a different person than you were 2 years ago. Apparently without the drugs. And
but the sad thing about it is, Alfred, is people that I know don't take drugs because they feel it's gonna make them feel different.
Yeah, I know, and it's to each his own. But sometimes if you need them, you need them. Guess what? If I get a headache, I'm gonna take aspirin. If I have an issue, I'm gonna take the meds that the doctor said. If I get an earache, guess what? And I'm gonna go to the doctor. They're gonna be like, "Hey, you need to take this medicine for your ear to feel better." Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the medicine the doctor tell me to take.
But did you hear what I just said? He doesn't want to feel different because some people feel that lithium, like I take, make you not funny or feel different. That's why he said he didn't take a drug, because he said it would make him feel different. So he didn't want to feel different.
Mm.
And that's why allegedly he didn't take his medicine and stuff like that. That's what people do. Now, as for feeling sorry for Kim, honey, bitch, Kim got a good much publicity. She got 4 damn children, honey. And honey,
But now she has to deal with him for the rest of her life. And now he doesn't take his meds. Can you imagine?
Well, her ass got enough money. She got fences and gates up around him. He can't even get in and stuff. She don't deal with it now. When he was dealing with that tramp they was dealing with, honey, she wasn't dealing with him, honey. So no, ma'am. Miss Kardashian, girl, honey, cry me a river. I mean, it's touching. But like he said, she's a gold digger. She didn't mess no broke wiggers. So she sure didn't mess no broke, because, honey, her babies are from a very well-to-do man. He might be crazy as hell, but
I don't know.
He's doing.
I don't know. I tell you right now, there is something when you have to deal with a crazy baby daddy. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with it. I know Kim's got all the money and all the maids and all the nannies, but I guarantee you she would rather have a normal baby daddy.
And I'm sure she would. She just get the right black man. She'd have been enough black one. She could have had some normal as hell. She had Ray J. That's how she became rich, honey. She had that Damon guy. She didn't do it with him. She had the light skin guy, the basketball player. She was married for 5 hours, so she had some normal. Sorry, I'm for next.
Who's answer? Well, I think maybe he was like, "Nah, I'm not.
Yeah, they didn't want to be bothered.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this. You know, Offset and Cardi B, they're done. Now, Offset has come out and said, you know what? I kind of made some mistakes. But Cardi B seems to have moved all the way on. And Offset is now saying after that breakup, he is never getting married again. And I just want to know, you know, rumors are swirling like, who knows? But Gary, would you go all in after getting married or being in a relationship, even if it means risking your heart again? Like if you've been hurt, I know we've all been hurt. We're going to have been hurt before.
I can say now I'm glad I experienced it, so I know what it is and I could relate to it. But bitch, it was not cute.
Yeah. So you wouldn't go all in and give your heart to anyone again because you have to risk your heart to do it. And maybe in your case, Gary, headlines. Like in his case, you have to risk your heart and headlines.
About, like you say, my heart. I don't know if I would give my whole heart. I think I know how to contain it, but I probably wouldn't give it all because I'm going to always be on the edge like, it's bad.
Well, then what's the use in doing it? If you're not going to give it all, you're going to hold back on, say, your partner? If you're going to do it, you got to do it.
Well, honey, you got to prove to me, honey. But I don't know. But, I mean, he said not going to ever do it again. Now, Cardi B, she's all into. But is she happy? I wonder about it if she's happy. That goddamn guy, you with a basketball player or whatever, an athlete girl is not the one.
Okay, not all athletes are bad. Just ask Sierra.
99.9. So, honey.
I would probably agree with you, but I'm just gonna say, look at the guy from Philly who's really handsome. The black guy, the quarterback.
From Philly.
Come on, help me out, Garrett, our producer. Yes, they just won his Super Bowl. Gary, you know who the hell I'm talking about.
The Hurt guy.
Yes, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
He seems like a good guy.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy, exactly. And the Sierra's man, Russell, he seems like a good guy. I mean, Sierra is, she was with us yesterday, but we, didn't get a chance to talk to her. But I interviewed her at the BET Awards, and I had a great time with her. But nevertheless, she's the one of the luckiest women on earth because you don't ever find a black man that left a white woman to get with a black woman, honey. You don't see that. And, honey, Russell left that white woman to get with Sierra, so she is one of the luckiest women. If she can't believe her luck.
I don't think he left the white woman to be with Sierra. I think he had already divorced the white woman, but luckily they didn't have any kids. So
she had a
baby mama drama. And from what I hear, Sierra doesn't have to deal with baby daddy drama because I don't know if Future has anything to do.
I don't know if
Future.
But that's the only problem. And you know what? The blue and Alfred's are probably not have nothing to do there. But that bothers me sometimes. I think about it. I'm like, I hope Sierra be able to live with Russell, happy ever after, let live Future. Russell is your daddy.
Yeah.
Future's your father. But I hope that little boy respect Russell. That Russell is taking it seems like it does, so I'm just saying I hope because it would hurt me to know if he did. Because you know how they do when they go, you ain't my daddy. But go to your goddamn rapper daddy and the bastard got women all over the country.
Yeah. My son never did. My eldest son never did that. To my husband, who's his stepdad, he always calls him dad. He never, he never pulled that stunt.
And I think that is so touching.
No, I'm just saying. So the kids, I get it, but sometimes it'd be that other dad saying, that's not your daddy.
Exactly, putting shit in them damn kids' hands and stuff like that. That pisses me off, honey.
Yeah.
This is your damn daddy. This is the only daddy. I don't know how to choke me up.
Gary. Oh, honey bunny. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, my baby's little heart, my baby's little sweetheart.
It just it saddens me. I mean, I hate when kids do it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I don't want you to be sad. I want to end on this note because my sweetheart is very upset. So you guys write in the comments, Gary, we love you.
And let me be clear. I grew up with my daddy, so,
Yeah, you do. You love your daddy, honey. So you love your dad. And I grew up with mine, loving my daddy. We are daddies. Well, I'm a daddy's girl. Okay. All right, y'all. Every single Wednesday, make sure you are checking out There I Said It, wherever you get your podcast. And if you can, watch us on YouTube. We have a lot of fun. If there's something you want to talk about, something you want to agree or disagree with us on. And actually, like, tell us what you feel about the hot takes. Are you going to share your heart with somebody even though it's been broken? Would you ever own up to a meltdown on, or would you just fade away, pretend it didn't happen?
Well, child, I own up to mine, honey, so I didn't know which mine was a video, but honey, it happens.
Because it's good. You know what? People need to know. I mean, life isn't perfect. Life is messy, and it just is what it is.
I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed about. I mean,
No.
for me, it ain't nothing to be ashamed about here. I mean, it happened, and it made me better. I mean, had I not gone through that, I wouldn't be here.
Okay, testimony. We're going to end on that testimony. You got to have that test before you get that testimony. But I'm going to learn through your test so I don't have to get the test. Yeah, I'm going to learn through your testimony. All right. Yes. All right, darling. Love you. Bye, y'all. We'll see you next week.
You told them how to follow us?
Yeah, I already said follow us. Follow us on YouTube, wherever you get your... Oh, by the way, like it. God dang it. And comment. And so to keep doing this, all right? All right, we'll see you next week. Bye. Bye, honey.